Woo! What's going on, guys? Almost Forum coming at you guys today with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Detroit Lions and some free agency again. We got a couple signings. I'll talk about this one signing though. The Lions signed wide receiver DJ CHARK, an LSU guy, played on Jacksonville Jaguars, to a one-year deal up to $10 million, but could be going up to 12 with some incentives. So, he's got to hit some goals there, some receiving yards, touchdowns, games played. He's a guy that's been hurt a lot. 25 years old, 6'4", 200 pounds, a former second-round pick by the Jacksonville Jaguars in 2018 out of LSU. 147 catches, 2,042 yards, 13.9 yards per reception, 15 touchdowns, with a catch rate of about 55.5% in his career. A big, fast, physical wide receiver. That's what he is. 2019 was his best year. Pro Bowl berth, over 1,000 plus yards, and he had 8 touchdowns to boot. He caught 62% of his passes that year too, thrown his way. Who was his quarterback then? Was it 2019? Was it Nick Foles? I don't even remember who that could have been. Minshew? Kind of don't really remember. He's gotten better over the years on his route running. That was his one big knock coming out of LSU, that he wasn't really a developed route runner. Didn't have a great college career, even though he was picked in the second round by the Jaguars. Kind of turned it on his last year, 2017, bit. Like 40, 50 catches, did 800 yards, few touchdowns. Just wasn't, he had a lot of potential. I think he was drafted as a guy that, that had some potential to him. And he kind of did that in the NFL. But he did get better with his route running through his days at Jacksonville, causing some separation. He's your typical X wide receiver. He's your outside guy. He's a contested catch guy. He can stretch the field. He gets up against the ball. He's massive. He's a big dude. He's 6'4". He's a lean 6'4", though. Like he's like 200, barely 200 pounds, if that. But he can get up and get the ball. He had, I think, the second best separation in the NFL in 2019 when he had that good Pro Bowl year. I think it was number 2 to Amari Cooper, who was number 1. Amari Cooper is a phenomenal route runner. And he was like the second best in the NFL. Now, he hasn't been the best at causing separation through his whole career, though. He's been banged up a lot. He is a contested guy. He's got injuries up the wahoo, man. He's got a lot of injuries. He's missed a lot of time in the NFL, though. He got a leg strain, an ankle. I think his ankle is his worst injury to boot. He's had a lot of problems out of the years. Like he's had 3 or 4 different ankle problems in the NFL, and he's got some chest, some ribs. He's had back problems. So the kid is a little bit injury prone. That's not exaggerated at all. He needs to stay healthy. He's missed about 22 games in his young career. He's only 25 years old. He's already missed 22 games. So he's on a 1-year prove-it deal from the Detroit Lions. I think it helps out the room. Does it help out the room tremendously? No. It's a guy that needs to, if he wants to get another contract in the NFL, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. For him to sign this deal, I think was, a good part on Brad Holmes bringing him in and doing this. And it shows that this kid, DJ CHARK, is kind of banking on himself, because this could be his last ride. This could be his last ride in the NFL. If he goes down again, there's a chance that he could be out of the NFL. It's just that simple. So I like the signing. It's a good signing. It's a potentially to be a really good football player for the Detroit Lions. Now, I think it improves the wide receiver room, like I said. Now you got St. Brown, you got Josh Reynolds, you have DJ CHARK right there, and you have Quintus Cephas, and you have Trinity Benson. Those are the guys that are signed right now in that NFL room in Detroit. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. Who's going to be the starters there, you think? Well, it's obviously going to be, I think it's going to be CHARK. I can't really see anybody really beating him out. He's probably, if he stays healthy, CHARK will probably be that wide receiver 1. He'll play that role. And then it's going to be St. Brown, and it's going to be Josh Reynolds. I think DJ CHARK and Josh Reynolds are very similar. They're very similar in, I think, talent-wise. I think CHARK might have him a little bit up on talent right there, but I think those are your 1 through 3 anyways. And then Cephas as the 4. Trinity Benson's going to have a little bit of trouble cracking that lineup. There's a possibility he could be cut. And then this doesn't like stop the Lions from not drafting a wide receiver, because, you know, he's still got a young guy in St. Brown. Cephas, this will be his 3rd year. I think he's on a 4-year deal. So this will be his 3rd year. Josh Reynolds is only on a 2-year deal. Benson, it's going to be tough for him to crack this lineup. And DJ CHARK's on a 1-year deal. So Lions fans, let's not trip out. Let's not freak out and think that, oh my God, wide receivers off the board. It just might not be as high. So I think we're going to have a better wide receiving core going into 2022. This is going to help out Jared Goff. I think he's got some weapons. And then when you add another piece, probably another wide receiver in this draft, they're probably not going to double up now. They might not double up. There's a chance that they could because of the 1-2 year deals that are going on. But it's not as high. It's not as high. But it probably will happen. They will end up drafting somebody somewhere down the road. I just don't know how high of a priority it is now for the Detroit Lions. So DJ CHARK on a 1-year deal, $10 million, could be up to $12 million with some incentives there. Got to reach some goals. And he's a big-bodied wide receiver, can make some contested catches, can also cause some separation, can stretch the field. It was a player that Ben Johnson actually was pretty much talking about without saying his name. They needed another guy that can stretch that field, open up a lot of things through the middle. And this is the type of player that can. He just needs to stay healthy. That's the biggest issue with him. 22 missed games in his young NFL career. He needs to stay healthy. We'll see what happens. But it's not a bad signing by Brad Holmes. It's pretty sure Allen Robinson and all those type of guys were asking for way too much money, and they just couldn't come to a deal. But DJ CHARK, Detroit Lion, let's go. Boom. We ain't done yet.